Hello, everyone. Jose J. Garcia with Garcia My Home University here. So I wanted to answer one question. Typically, this is more for a Q&A. I want to add it too, but not this question because this one kind of caught me off guard. And at the same time, I thought this is something I need to address a little more in detail, a little more in depth, and get that answer out there for you. Okay. And here is how the question came in. If I if I buy a mobile home park, I can rent my lot rent into anything I want, correct? No, you cannot. And that's a new one for me. I know you cannot, but I don't think anybody's ever actually asked that. Is can I just, raise the rent or whatever I want? So okay, and I know that a lot of investors are more so graduating to that level of owning a mobile home park. Most of us start with one mobile home, two mobile homes. We do rentals, we flip, we wholesale, and then we just progressively start adding up until we own parks, right? A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people actually come in. Maybe it was a park in the family. It was handed down to them. Maybe they came into money. They decided to get a good investment and bought a park, which is good for you. It is a great investment. But now here you are, and you have to learn a lot before you can get in and start changing things. And that's okay. You always have room. You always have time to learn. But the answer to that question is no, you cannot. As a matter of fact, it can be legal in most cases. It just depends on. So here's the thing. Now this is it's going to vary on a lot of things. I mean, where the park is located, city, county, state is one thing. But two, do most people there have do they own their homes? Do the residents own their actual homes, or are they all rentals? That's another factor that's going to play into that. Now, another thing too is if you did come in and buy it, for instance, was there already an agreement, a clause per se for 2, 3 years, or maybe even maybe just one, but it said that the lot rent was to stay X amount of time, and if they had void, somewhere small within the print of the agreement that if it was ever sold, if it was rebought, that the new owners or whoever came in and took possession of the park, they would come in and raise the rent, whatever, change that, then that's okay. But either way, yes, you can come in, you're in control, it's your park, you can raise lot rent, but there's a few things that you have to check, and I just listed them. Now, here's another thing. You have to be within comps of the area, much like real estate, much like individual mobile homes, even if it's packaged with land, etc. You have to be within comps, okay? And in this case, it would be within a comp of 5 miles. That's typically a 5 mile radius. What other parks in this 5 mile radius are charging what for lot rent? Okay, they've probably already done their homework. They've probably already checked with the city, with the county, and they've checked with everything in accordance and seen what they can charge. And they're probably up there as high as they can, typically what we see. Okay, another factor that would come in to take place, let's say you do buy a park, what amenities are you providing? What does your park have? Because if it's two parks a street apart, but one of the parks has a swimming pool, has a tennis court, has a laundromat, has an office, there's a manager on site every day, even on Saturdays, for instance, these are all examples, and your park per se does not have any of the above, you can come in and put them in there possibly. Maybe you have a park manager that lives on site, maybe works 2, 3 days a week. So there's a lot of factors. A lot of factors have to go hand in hand. And then therefore you can come in and do it the right way. Start raising that lot rent. And you typically see progressively. So let's say, example, if the lot rent it's $300, and I know a lot of parks, for instance, especially those that are about to sell, you'll see parks that have not raised their lot rent in 3 to 5 years, which is a shocker. That's how they make their money. But I think at one point people just get comfortable, blah, let it sit, and I'm gonna sell this park in the next couple of years, just whatever. They kind of roll it out. So it is what it is on that. But comp out the area first. Comp out the area, see the amenities which you have to offer in comparison to the other park next door. Call the city, check on that, check on agreements, check on how many tenant residents actually own their homes. Okay, see that they don't have some type of agreement clause already. And we see that a lot, especially people who are buying their mobile homes. They'll be quick to ask. And for you investors listening in, I want to lock this lot agreement for the next 2 years. Maybe a lot of you didn't know that you could ask for such, but typically lot rent goes up every year. $5, $15. I've seen even up to as high as 50, which that's pretty aggressive. But it just depends again. But if you come in as an investor, you can come in and say as part of the agreement, hey, for the next 3 years, stays right here. You got it on paper. So do that. Definitely do that homework. Comp it out. Make sure you're within rights. And I always say, do the right thing. You do the right thing. I mean, an extra $20, $30, if it's not going to make or break you, you're just going to hurt the residents. So probably not worth doing that either. All right, hope I answered that question to the best of my ability. Of course, that is all that I'm doing here is answering questions, and we will be having a Q&A coming up very soon. Get your questions sent over to me. If you don't, post a comment below on these. I will retrieve them from here. Email me directly. I can get them off of there as well. Until next time, thank you for watching.